YouTube. How's it going? You alright? Day 18, guys. Let's freaking go. It's freaking almost Christmas, and I'll get to that in a second. Today was supposed to be repairing the pump on my PC, and I have done it. But there's an airlock in here that I need to deal with before I burn another motor out, and I have injured myself, guys. Like, genuinely bad. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. But this side, which is obviously has implement issues from my neck anyway. It's this side that's affected, but I can't, like, right, let me see. I'm alright. Here. Whoa. Yeah. I need to roll the system, and I can't do it. I literally physically cannot do it. So I haven't got a gaming system at the minute. I'm in a lot of pain. I probably shouldn't have even attempted what I've just attempted, because now I feel stiffer and more awkward than I was before. But instead, guys, I figured with this video I would just go through a couple of the recent purchases that I've made during this time, and reviewed that I genuinely think are decent. I will leave a link for each product down below, and also I want to try and answer a few comments on a few of those videos retrospective to each product. So should we start with this little recorder, right? Guys, if you just need something that's going to record audio, is really simple to use and comes in a nice little case. This thing has come in clutch. Like, one audio was corrupt or lost or something, or I just didn't record it properly, or I don't know, but everything else has been absolutely outstanding with it. It's done exactly what I've asked it to. For fuck's sakes, the battery... Hold on. The battery is has been really decent on it, so if that's a question. And also, the advantage is this little hard case, carry case that it came with. It fits my road lav kit in there with it. So, like, that's just a chuck in the bag jobby. Do you know what I mean? And this is a nice little case. And I can't remember. I don't think it was expensive. Like 15 quid or something. You'll have to check the video. But there's a link for each Amazon product. Each product, if it's an Amazon link, it's an Amazon link. But I'll link it to wherever. If for each product, and like I said, I'll leave a link for each video in the description to this one. So yeah, this thing is friggin' awesome. And yeah, once you, like, I don't record on any less than 30 something, whatever it is. The fastest it can go, it can't quite do the 56 kilobit, is it? 46, sorry. It does 3072 kilohertz, kilobit per second, is it? Whatever. It does really well. You've probably heard it a few times. In fact, I know you have. It's been recorded audio. Anytime that you've seen my lav, this is more often than not, it's been recorded through this thing since I've had it. And it's coming clutch. It's been freaking awesome. Another one I want to just quickly touch on is these Skull & Co. thumb grips. And genuinely, I mean, I'm more of a keyboard and mouse guy, but genuinely, these things, right, they make me wish that my neck would allow me to use a controller. It's a position, it's bad for me. But I wish I could, because these things feel great. They like genuinely feel great. They're grippy. They feel grippy, like they don't feel like they're gonna slip on you. You got full movement. It feels nice. Doesn't matter where you put them on your hand. Like you just got that little skull poking his head up, just so that you feel the center. Oh, they're nice. They're nice. And for what, £8.50 or something? Absolutely wicked. It was £9, baby. Absolutely wicked little buy, them. Absolutely wicked little buy. So if you're looking for new grips for your controller, look at these Skull & Co's. Yeah, they've got skulls on them, but they're genuinely good grips, and they just slip on. I mean, they're a bit of a pain in the bum to get on, but don't you want that? Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you want that? Like that's what you want, though, isn't it? You want them to be like, feel like the genuine, like they're the real thing. Do you get me? Like I do anyway. I put these grips on. I want them to feel like the grips that are underneath. I don't want to feel like I've got a big high tower of rubber on. But the triple pack does come with those options. You know, you've got a double height, double stack. They tell you to put it on this one. Apparently the extra reach just gives you a little bit more accuracy, maybe. And the other one's got I think it's an extra 2 to 3 mil lift on the other pad. And you can mix and match. Like the thicker ones, you could throw one of them on top of that double stack to give the feel of the same or whatever. But yeah, I genuinely do think these Skull & Co grips are really good. So yeah, that's definitely a shout out. This thing, this 60 kilowatt hour doohickey, right? This thing, right, so far, I've not drained it fully yet, guys. So far, it has fully charged my phone from below 10%. I'm just saying, when it gets under 5%, it usually gives me a little bit and then goes, you have 30 seconds to plug your phone in, or it is switching off. So yeah, under 10%, up to full charge 15 times, right? And this is let me plug it into something and you can see what it's at. It is at 24%. People see that as a bad thing, that comes on only when you plug it into something, but I see it as the screen's not draining any battery. This thing, there's no reason for me to not think that this is a 60 kilowatt hour, 60,000 kilowatt hour power supply, because so far it adds up. You know, this has been knocking off like maybe 5% every time I've full charged my phone, and like it does fast charge. So I'm not saying that all of these that look like this are going to be as good as this one, but I'm telling you that the one that I've linked on my video should give you this one, and this one is genuinely exactly what it says on the tin. I will keep going, see how many times this thing charges my phone, but so far 15 times and there's still 24% left in it. So anyone that's questioning this thing because of the size of it, don't forget I've got like 4-inch fists. So if you're questioning the size of it, it's a freaking brick. This thing's a weapon. Anyway, that power supply is decent. I think I paid like 32 quid or something. Ooh. Can it handle a fall from height? It did pop a little. Oh, there we go. Is it still working? It just hit the deck hard on this concrete floor. So, yep. All that happened was the casing popped a little bit, and I just popped it back, and we're all good to go. So it can handle a fall as well. So yeah, I've got nothing against that, and for me that's exactly what it says it is on the tin. But like I said, I will keep going until it's completely drained. I will charge this phone fully until I can't charge it fully anymore, and we'll see how many times it does it. Another product that I'm really quite pleased with is this little shark attack thing. This thing's under a tenner. right? It's under a tenner. The competitors of it are like 25, 30 quid, yeah. And it's really weird because it doesn't sit on your hand where you would expect it to sit on your hand and be comfortable. It kind of almost doesn't sit on your hand, but it makes such a difference, especially with having two dual systems, 2 mice. Switching overs, absolute dream. And I'm old and fat and lazy and always concentrating on the other side of me, so I'm a little bit lazy with the palm of my hand. And this has not got, it takes away so much drag from it. Like I said in the video of it, they are quite scratchy, but what I've done for now, I'm going to replace the feet, but what I've done for now is just basically essentially got the back of a spoon, like, you know, the handle, and I've just gone round the edges of round the edges of all the dots, and yeah, it's made such a difference. Like, it's not scratchy anymore. I would like it to be a little smoother, like the old Talon games here, so that's why we're going to swap the dots out. But it's not bad, you know. It's not bad, and it makes such a difference. Like, for such a small thing, for a tenner, if you're a keyboard and mouse user, this, and you are the sort of person that has their wrist on the desk and lifts it for when you need to, honestly, this just does all the lifting for you. It's so nice, and the silicone feels nice against your skin. It's not bad at all. The thing's just decent, you know. Like, I'm super happy with this thing for a tenner. Like, these things are low cost. This little thing here, like I said, this fellow's wrist rest on the keyboard here. Like I said, I got it for this keyboard as a replacement to the original one that was there, which was just plastic. But I'm actually genuinely pleased with it. It does exactly what I wanted it to. And if anyone's curious about it being so thin, is basically it's kind of the sort of wrist rest that you would use if, say, you're the sort of person who displays their keyboard out, you know, right out on your desk, but when you go to use it, you move the keyboard back. Well, you do that and you just leave the wrist rest where it was, and it just works out nice. So it does do a decent job. And my favorite thing that I've done recently, I can't lie, it's this G710 Plus, guys. Like, it is, I can't stand it. There's too much cables in the way. It's pulling on the speaker there and everything. But it's this G710 Plus, guys. The thing looks absolutely freaking awesome. I love it. I love this keyboard. And finally, guys, I want to just quickly touch on this Thermalright Trefeo Vision. This little 6.82 inch little monitor screen. For monitoring your system and that. Like, I genuinely think this thing's decent. I will say that the software, although some of it's really fairly straightforward, that it does have a bit of a learning curve. This thing does have a little bit of a learning curve in the software, especially if you want to choose what your thermals are actually reporting to. So that takes some finding. I would show you right now, but unfortunately the system's not on, is it? So yeah, I mean, I just want to quickly touch on some complaints about this that people have had, that it randomly shuts itself off, like on a weekly basis, or every so often, randomly it'll just turn itself off and it won't turn back on without a full restart and stuff. In all honesty with you guys, mine's not doing that. Like, I've had no problems with this unit so far. But what I will say is, I want to just quickly touch on one thing that might be the problem. Like, it might genuinely be the problem, especially with the small percentage of people that have shown the problem. Firstly, are you using Trefeo's cable that comes with it? And are you using it to the motherboard, or are you using it to the USB-C, the USB-A? Now, some USBs will sort of work both ways round, but like USB-C is multi-directional, but USB-A isn't, and neither is the USB connector on the motherboard that it goes to. So you have to be careful that it's the right way around. But I think it just won't work the other way around. But some connectors can give power, but not be fully working. So it could be that the cable's the wrong way around. That's a possibility. I'm not saying it's that, but it's a bit of a reach. But I'm going to say, right, I'm going to bring into the chat this Ava Media. Yes, I've modded it, but it's only a cooling mod. It's because it was noisy as fuck. This runs silent. But and cool as cucumber. But this started playing up on me, like for quite a while, where it would work fine, and then all of a sudden it would keep power for everything to run through, so I could still have like the pass through and that, but it wouldn't record anything. The record would just disappear. So I figured this thing, because it was old, I figured this thing's probably seeing its last days. So what I did is I replaced it with its younger, faster brother. It's basically the same thing. It's just got better refresh rates. It's just a better version of this, and it runs cooler, and it's passive as well, which is crazy considering the cooling that this thing needed. But it is genuinely a better product. So I got this, replaced it, everything was fine, and then like after a short while, the new one started to do the same thing, and then I was like, oh my god, what the hell is it? Yeah. So firstly, I thought it was because I connect it directly to the motherboard, because it's in the case. I don't connect it directly to the motherboard, and there's an adapter to a USB-C, but it is a USB-C adapter, you know. But so I used that, and I thought it was that, but it wasn't that. What it was the USB-C to C cable that I was using. So I'm going to say that there's probably a large percentage of the people that are showing this issue with the Trefeo Vision that it could just be your USB cable. Now, if you're using the cable from Thermalright, then try using a different cable. Maybe it'll be better. But I'm going to say that it's probably your USB cable. Now, that cable might work to do all sorts of things. Like the cable that was messing up for me with the capture card, I can still use the cable for many other things. It was still giving a power output to this thing, and it would still work sometimes. But as soon as I changed the cable, it stopped doing it. Like as soon as I changed the cable out, it just stopped doing it. So for me, anyone that's having that problem with the Trefeo, this might sound like the same answer you've probably got off friggin' everyone, but I'm trying to divert the problem. But I genuinely believe that there's a good chance that it's your cable. Be it the Trefeo cable, just use a normal USB-C to A, or a USB-C to C cable, like if you've got the ports. But yeah, I would say it's the cable. That's my best That's my best explanation for that, because obviously I can't say much because I haven't actually seen it happening, but from what I know of tech and how tech behaves and how weird tech can behave, and from past experiences, obviously with the capture card and stuff like that, I would say that it's probably USB-C. It's probably the cable that you've got running to this thing. Switch the cable out. It's probably going to fix it. That's the best bet that I've got for you. Anyways, I'm going to try and get my body to stand fucking straight and get this to stop freaking hurting so that I can fix that. So I will see you tomorrow, guys. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I love you. Bye. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Share. Like and subscribe. Thank you.